Did you happen to see the dark side of the ring that had the big fallout about the plane ride from hell and Ric Flair, your old friend,
Yeah,
is now in some trouble?
yeah, it's crazy to me because again we talk about this all the time, and I think pretty much everybody is right. Just how crazy the world has gotten. Look, I'm all for anybody being held accountable for stuff that they've done wrong in the past, but when you start going 20 years ago, we're seeing things like John today. Big issue today. John Gruden, right, resigned as head coach for some things that he said in private emails and things. At what point do we start getting to the thought police? And I don't know specifically what John Gruden did or didn't say, but we're just seeing this sort of same thing play out. Uh, and it seems to me that we're seeing, it play out in a way that one side is, held to account, and another side is sort of not so much. If they're going to do it, that has to be an all or nothing proposition. I think my personal opinion. Uh, but the plane ride from hell, that story has been out there for so long. That I was surprised that it sort of just exploded like it did again with the airing of that. Uh, I there's a lot of thoughts on this, and I for one, if I had done any of the kind of stuff that a lot of these guys on the road had done, I'd be sweating a little bit right now. I was the boring guy that was usually in my room watching HBO or ESPN. Um, you know, I, I I feel pretty safe in saying that there's no skeletons out there like that in my closet because I'm a firm believer the way I was raised by my mom and dad, treat people like you want to be treated. And I've pretty much led my career like that, thankfully, looking back, because but that said, you know, I don't know about you. I'll speak for myself. I don't want to generalize, but I'm an idiot in a whole lot of ways, and I've said and done a lot of stupid stuff in my life because I'm a human being, far from perfect. Uh, but I'm pretty clear conscience when I say I've never hurt somebody else. I've never taken advantage of somebody else. Uh, and a lot of these guys can't say that, and so I think Flair being the front end of that, getting held to a pretty strict account. Uh, some of these guys and the things they had done on the road, I'd be a little bit worried.
And I know you were at one point friends with Tommy Dreamer. He kind of got his job taken away from him at Impact. I don't know how much they actually pay these days, but I don't even know if he was aware of how everything was being presented
Yeah,
before he made the comment that he got thrown under the bus.
yeah. Look, Tommy's. You said we're friends. We've been friends. We'll be friends. Tommy's a good guy in my book. Uh, what I know what Tommy was trying to do. Tommy wants anybody that doesn't understand, like especially from outside our business, the things that we've seen in our business, and sort of the bubble we live in, and was trying to explain that. When I watched it after all of this hit, it was like a week or so after all of it hit, and the way that they had edited it together, sort of put him in a bad light. Hopefully Tommy can weather through this because I can tell you, I don't believe Tommy has a bone in his body that advocates that kind of thing. And he even said so much in what he said, but that's what I'm talking about. Like with you could probably take any of the many interviews that we've done and selectively edit, pull a word here, a sentence there, put it together and make me sound like a pretty big jackass. Probably wouldn't be too hard, but yeah, it's a shame to see. But again, it's this world we're living in, and I'm sort of stunned because Tommy is pretty bright, and in the world that we're living in, to go out and say those kind of things, even for no matter how innocent or honest the reasons were, you got to be very careful. And I think a lot of people in the wrestling business are probably taking note of that and worried about being interviewed point forward.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.